This is the Trirangle. It's a new ruler designed by myself. It's even got my name on it. It's a regular acrylic ruler. You can use it for trimming various edges. So there we are, trim the edge of the fabric. You can use it for cutting your strips. So there is a 2-inch strip. If I want it bigger, there's 3 inches. If I want 3.5, there's 3.5. I'm going to cut a 3.5-inch strip. Having cut 3.5-inch strip, you could of course easily cut squares. So take the strip of fabric, I put my fabric on the right hand side, bring the ruler in from the left, there is an accurate 3.5-inch square. But not only does it do that, it cuts 60-degree triangles too, because 60-degree angle is really difficult to find. So put the edge of the ruler on the edge of the fabric, cut up the side of the angle. There is your 60-degree angle. Flip the fabric over, bring the ruler in, replace the ruler so the top edge of the ruler is on the top of the fabric. There is your 60-degree accurate triangle. And of course you can use it for wider strips as well. But that's not the exciting thing about the ruler. The exciting thing about the ruler is this little end, that little hat you can see in the corner. Now that will mean you can cut half-square triangles including a seam allowance. So if you take your strip of fabric, level the end off, and level the end off comme ça, that's French for like this, flip it round. Now watch carefully. You're going to bring the ruler in and that little hat is going to sit on the top of the fabric. Little hat, like you put a hat on your head, it's on the top of the fabric. Cut up there. There are some half-square triangles, including the seam allowance. To cut the next set, flip the fabric over, take the ruler, replace the ruler, and this time the diagonal edge runs along the diagonal there, and the edge of the ruler is right on the edge of the fabric, and cut up there. Now, there are your half-square triangles. Let's say take a 3.5-inch strip of a different colour, and there we are. Cut it into 3.5 inches, so ruler comes in like that. There's your 3.5-inch strip, not quite level on the bottom there. Sort it out. There we go, 3.5 inches up the edge there. And if I want to make my half-square triangles, if I take two fabrics and put them right sides together, like that, they're all ready to stitch. Bring your ruler in, little hat sits on the top there, cut up there, flip the fabric over, cut up there again, there's your next lot, and if you join these two together, if I just overlap them on the seam allowance, you will find out that they will be an accurate 3.5-inch square. So the Trirangle does your angles and it does your half-square triangles as well. And that little hat is the magic thing that gives you the seam allowance. So that's it, the Trirangle by Jennie Rayment.